It's week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in week 15.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's complete to Kelsey.
That's good for a Giants.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Middleton. Oh, that was dangerous.
Middleton's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it.
Middleton's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. 1st and goal, Seattle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's good for a Giants.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw is Winston. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
To throw on 2nd down, Middleton, and it's caught. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, Middleton. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 86.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play fake. Winston. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 19. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Number 86. Touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, Winston. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jameis again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On first down, Middleton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action, Middleton. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. The 30, 10, 5, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
At the 1-yard line.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now Winston. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Middleton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 21st touchdown of the season. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Here's Winston. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards.
Operating from the gun. Middleton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Seahawks.
Throwing on first down. Middleton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg. Middleton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to number 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
56, Mike, 56.
Off the play fake. Middleton. His throw caught right around the 6.
Middleton.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Makes this.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
56, Mike, 56.
Here's Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a give, right side. Harvey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Saquon Barkley.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing, Winston. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
50-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Intended for Saquon.
The Giants on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. To the left side. And outbounds right around the 20. 3 yards the game there, second down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Winston.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, 91 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Jameis now on first down. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, Winston again. Barkley a first down and more. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the 27.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay.
And Winston lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to be in trouble, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Middleton. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And that'll be incomplete. Winston took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Winston. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Again, it's Winston. That's complete to Slayton. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
One last shot now for Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next.